the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys letting it be known right now that they're a team to be reckoned with. A perfect 5-0 to start the year. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the Vegas offense, ready for their next possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Las Vegas
back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll look to throw here on first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
17 yards. And the Raider first down.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, that's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open middle down the field. It's Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try and do this himself.
Shoves him aside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
That's to the left side, pulled in by Batch.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is caught.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jack Batch,
35 yards.
and the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll start here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
They'll find Genty out of the backfield.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Ashton Genty.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. Look at the big fella go. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop the throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
That's caught by Myers. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 40-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. For right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all have to be number 1.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Las Vegas.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
Gets past him at the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Genty. They juked him. Now he's loose again. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, 81 yards. And the Raiders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise.
Man, just straight putting a whooping on the Seahawks. Super Bowl champs, my butt.
Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd. Okay, ready.
Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
My bad, I hit the wrong button.
Bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the give, Genty.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll go again with Genty.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Raiders, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now he's free at the 35. Davante Adams. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here with a 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Raiders at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust instead of just talking about winning, the very next game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Visitors offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
Okay, ready? Set. 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Adams. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jacoby Myers taking it in as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw now on first down.
Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 70 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to...
So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams.
And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Ooh, the juke. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him the first down.
28-yard gain. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing in a traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to number 2. Genty. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raiders first down.
Let's go now. Back leading.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, he's got Miller.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and 1 from the 2.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Jacoby Myers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Well, not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I have to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Once again, it's Genty.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
On the give, Genty.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
He'll look to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
Oh, nice move. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Genty
With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Raiders now set to get the football back. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
A run, it's Genty.
Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37.
He's 113 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Genty.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And, of course, a special player.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Second down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
The Raiders game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.